Oh my God. I want to try out some new stuff. I'm not even a Reddit user, but I wanted to try out a little bit of content. I thought it would be fun to do some Am I the Assholes from Reddit and kind of just see like what I like doing. I literally just like talking. So we'll just open this up and I'll give my opinion, and it might be short and we'll see how that goes. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a good one. I don't even know what a good one is. Let's do this one because this seems dumb. Am I the asshole because I don't want to watch a movie with my mom's coworker? Late last night, my mom asked me if I wanted to watch this new horror movie. Okay, already out. Don't like horror movies. Not the asshole. Horror movie with her, the one with Michael B. Jordan in it. She said her coworker had a Fire Stick and was going to let us use it to watch the movie. You don't have access to like your own smart TV or anything? Like you don't even have a laptop or an iPad? You have to borrow your Fire Stick? Is that privileged of me? I just find that like you could watch it on your phone. I think that's pretty standard nowadays. I was agreeing with the idea until she said that he'd be coming over to watch it with us. That just felt odd to me. I don't know why. And personally, I don't really want to have dinner and watch a movie with someone I never met. I understand that. I had suggested maybe I sit this one out and then two can watch it together instead, and she got very upset. I tried to explain that best I could that personally it just feels weird to me. I was told that I was making it weird by saying it was weird, but I firmly told her no, I didn't want to and they could watch it. This morning she came in and retold me the plan for today and ended it with, "So are you going to watch the movie?" Okay, so that's a little rude on her part because she already knows that you said no. It's maybe nice that she like re-asked, but she could have not said it in that way. She should have reconfirmed that she understood that you already expressed how you thought it was weird. And I understand how you kind of feel like it's weird, but now coming at it from where I'm coming at, like my today's opinion is it could be fun to try it out. And I feel like we lock ourselves down a lot in life right now because we're so not used to interacting with other people because we're so disconnected by our phones that you could give it a shot. I'm kind of interested in why you think it's weird because I understand you could think it's weird, but I also want like more details on why you think it's weird. This morning she came in and retold me the plan for today and ended it with, "So are we going to watch the movie?" I told her no again and that I already gave her my answer to please stop asking. I get extremely guilty when I feel like I'm letting someone down. Oh, you're a people pleaser. And I'll end up just doing it despite saying no. She told me I was being weird and stubborn. Your mom? For reference, I'm 20. I feel like I can trust my gut in knowing I'd just be uncomfortable, but am I the asshole for refusing to watch the movie? I don't think you're an asshole for refusing to watch the movie. I think it's a little weird that your mom said that you were being weird and stubborn when you had conveyed that you didn't want to, and then she re-asked what the plan was without acknowledging that you had already told her that you were not interested. And I feel like as your mother, she should know that and understand you a little bit, especially being 20. I'm only 25, and I get like like I was saying, the discomfort of wanting to put yourself out there and everything like that. But I feel like maybe we do need to, it's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to do that because you never know what's going to happen. And again, be safe. But this person, it's okay to be uncomfortable and just give in to the uncomfortability is something that I've really learned and embraced. It's just, yeah, it's awkward. I just act like I've known someone forever and say what's on my brain. And that seems to work for some reason. But I guess you're not the asshole. I think your mom actually is being a little bit in a sense, but I would say put yourself out there because you're only 20 and I'm only 25, so I'm still learning too, but you're only 20 and opportunity only comes when you embrace newness. Opportunity does not come from repeating the same thing every day and locking yourself inside. And I know a lot of people who are really depressed in their life because nothing new happens and it's very monotonous. But we kind of get ourselves stuck in a cycle of not being comfortable putting ourselves out there. So I would say just try it out. And maybe not for the experience of liking the movie or meeting the friend, but just see what happens. Like, I think it also would have been a little weird or rude of your mother if she made the plan with the coworker before asking you. But also, is your mother your friend? Like, are you and your mother friendly? Because obviously your mother thinks that this coworker is nice enough to invite to her house and is friendly enough that she thinks that they would be good friends outside of work. And if you get along with your mother and have like a decent friendship with your mother, then you'll probably get along with this coworker also. And that's a good way to expand your social horizons. And it kind of sounds like maybe you're a little introverted. But yeah. Am I the asshole for refusing to babysit my sister's kid after she refused to dog sit for me? Sorry for any errors. English isn't my first language. It's mine and I tongue twist all the time, so don't worry. If you have any recommendations, because I'm trying to learn French, let me know. I, 35 male, have a dog. She's an old girl going on 12 now, but she was a rescue, so we don't know exactly, and very sweet. I've had her for a decade now. Wow. That's crazy. The people I'm cleaning for, they have a dog, 18 years old. Surprised the shit out of me because this thing is tiny and like moving like crazy. Anyway, she doesn't get on furniture. She doesn't bother anyone. She's old and tired and just wants to hang out at her spot. Oh, my type of bitch. I love a spot. My bed is my spot. Eat her food, go on her walks, and get her pets. Oh my God. Amazing. She's practically a piece of furniture. Holy shit. But one that needs to be fed and walked. It's probably her age. I'm guessing so. Sure, but she's been that way for a good while. Okay, not that energetic of a dog. You're really building your case here. Even when she was younger, she wasn't super energetic. All that to say, she requires some work. What does that mean? You just said she doesn't move at all and you just have to fill a food bowl. She's not a menace or poorly behaved in any way. Previously, whenever I went out of town, my dad would come over and take care of her. He loved her and it was really great arrangement for everyone involved. I don't know what your dad was getting out of it, but you were definitely getting stuff out of it. 3 years ago, my dad passed away. Sorry. And since my mom passed a few years prior, it left me and my sister, 43 female. How old was he? 35. So he's younger. Okay. Alone, me more than her since she has a family. I had a girlfriend at the time, but we have broke up since still. A few months after my dad's passing, we wanted to go on vacation and I asked my sister to take care of my dog. My dad usually did it by coming over and I offered the same deal. Hell, I offered alternatives too. I offered she come over. What's the offer? What would you offer? I offered her older kid, 16 female, 14 at the time. Okay, so this is like 2 years old, to stay over. I offered to bring my dog over to their place or hell, even for them to just come over twice a day to walk her and to refill her food and water. My sister refused outright. She had her hands full with her house and her family and flat out refused to dog sit. Even as her own children begged her to let them since they really loved my dog. I'm kind of starting to think that you're the asshole because it's not like you guys are 20-year-olds or 19-year-olds. She's 43 with a family and could be very busy, and you should understand that being 35. And it's not like it's anything that she ever previously agreed to be a part of. You know, this is something that you're just kind of now expecting her to do because your father's gone and your mother. And she has like kids and family and responsibility, and that's a lot to take on. I'm assuming that you don't have kids or anything. Nothing helped. She wouldn't compromise, and I ended up having to send her to a pet hotel. I wasn't happy about it, and it cost a pretty penny, but fine, whatever. Still, I never quite forgave her. You can hold a grudge and be upset about this, but I don't think you should honestly be upset at her. She has a life and has things she has to do. I don't think you can be upset at her that you had to pay for your dog because you were leaving town. Now my sister, oh yeah, okay, there's the switch up here, okay. Now my sister asked me to babysit as she and her husband want to go on a trip for their anniversary. It's something my dad and my mom this is fun. Her oldest, as mentioned, is 16 and her youngest is 8. The older kid can be left alone, but she obviously wants help taking care of her son, and her daughter doesn't want to do it. Yeah, and I wouldn't, as a parent, want my 16-year-old watching my kid for that long. She could supervise for like an hour a day or something, but that kid's a 16-year-old. Watching an 8-year-old? No. I wouldn't really mind and get along with the kids, both kids, but she wasn't willing to take care of my dog when I needed, so why would I agree to take care of her children? So I flat out told her no, and now she's upset. And she says, oh my God, as she says, with our parents gone, we have no one to rely on but each other. Okay. And I told her this was true when I asked for help with my dog as well. She tells me it's not the same thing, since she has a household to take care of and I just have myself. Okay. I told her no, I have my dog as well and she needs care too. And she was being conceiting and hypocritical. She hasn't really talked to me since. It's been a few days. So am I just being an asshole? I don't think. Oh my God. I don't think you're being an asshole. You're being a little stubborn. But you know what? Maybe you are being the asshole, and take this with like in the nicest way possible. Being a mom is really hard, and her family, 2 kids to take care of. It's her vacation. Were you going out of work again? Or out of town? Was it for work? And I get that the dog would have been very easy to take care of, but that was just like another thing on her plate that she just really didn't want to deal with. Also, it was closer to the death taking care of your dog than this would have been. So maybe it was fresh and she needed, just too much to take on. And again, I see your point, but I kind of think you're the asshole because I think you could have taken on the responsibility of the kids for a few days and it would have been easier on you. Again, you didn't give us lots of details on your life though, so maybe not. But from what I know from her end, she's a mother and works and has all these responsibilities and was grieving her parents' loss and she just didn't want to take that on. And I don't think you can hold that against her. And I think it would have been, comparing some scenarios, I don't think it would have been as hard for you to take on the kids as much as maybe it would have been for her to take on the dog, given the time frames of losing the parents and just like what your life entails and what you've told us compared to what hers entails. Not that hers is harder, but just you didn't give us a lot of details. So maybe a little bit of an asshole move, but really fun. But I also get it, I don't know. That's all I got for today's video, guys. Way to go. I got stuff I gotta do. Thank you for being here. Let me know how you guys like the little Am I the Asshole segment. I hope you're having a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, love ya. Bye.